All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Monday session of Up and Moving. My name is Isaac, and I'm a graduate student here in the Department of Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology at Michigan Tech. And our goal here at Up and Moving is to provide at-home, live and recorded workouts for the Upper Peninsula to keep everybody physically active during the pandemic as well as beyond. So today for our workout, we're going to be going through a full body strength circuit. We're going to be trying to hit all the major muscle groups in our body. We're going to be looking at some different types of contractions, which I'll be explaining shortly. We're going to get through a warm up. We're going to do 3 circuits today, and then we'll cool down and I'll get you on with your day. What we're going to need today for our workout, I'll get my chair out of the way. It's going to be a full body workout, as I said. So similar if you're familiar with the Up and Moving workouts, we usually have some sort of resistance that you can find around your house. I have a bottle of detergent here. I have a textbook. I got a backpack full of resistance that I can use for some lower body workouts. I got a bag of rice as well as a case of water. So anything with a handle that you can be pulling or that you can be holding onto for some lower body resistance. So that's all you're going to need today, other than some water and that's it, guys. So if we're all set here, I'll get our timer going here. And we're going to go through a little bit of a quick warm up here to get our blood pressure going and our heart rate up to get ready for our workout here. So without further ado, let's start off with just some static stretching here. We're going to start off with an overhead reach. So I want you to reach up and touch the sky or the ceiling. Make sure we keep breathing here. And then we're going to go over to the side, get a nice side bend here. Back to the middle and to the other side. Want to hold that for a few seconds. And then we'll come down. And then we can come down and touch our toes or the ground. And we'll come back up. Touch the sky. Over to the side once again. Back to the middle. And to the side. Now, if you have a chair nearby, you can do this standing, or you can do it seated, my apologies. We're going to do a lumbar spine stretch. So what we're going to be doing here is I want you to grab onto the arm of your chair or to the side, and I want you to try to face the wall. I want you to be getting a nice stretch in your spine. We may have been sitting all day. It's 5:30. Business hours might be over, so it's time to loosen up a little bit here. So let's go to the side here and hold that for about 10 seconds here. 3, 4. All right, now we come back to the middle and we're going to go to the other side. So we can hold on to either the arm of the chair, or if you have just the base, you can hold on to get a nice stretch in your spine. Hold that for about 10 seconds here, guys. And as you may notice, the longer you hold it, you might be able to rotate more and back to the middle. So that's all we needed from the chair here, guys. Oop. Now getting into an arm stretch, I want you to reach out forward with one arm. You can start with your right or left or whatever, and tuck under with this one. And we're going to be doing a nice tricep and shoulder stretch here. So we can just be holding that for about 10 seconds here, guys. And shake it out and switch over to our other arm. Three, 2, 1, and great. Now I want us to start off with, I want us to make a nice wide stance here. Come up to the top again, reach the ceiling, and we're going to grab our foot here. We're going to get a nice hamstring stretch in. You should feel that. Keep our legs pretty straight here. I'll come in from the side here, guys. Reach into the side. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of your leg here, guys. Do that for a few more seconds here. We'll come up and to the other side. We're going to hold that for a few more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, And okay, so now we're gonna be moving over to some hamstring scoops. So whether if you have a wide open space or if you're just in a little bit of an enclosed area and you can't move around too much, these can be done walking down a straight line, or they can be done just in a stationary static position. But what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be taking a step with our heel and we're gonna be scooping the ground. And that's gonna be getting a nice stretch in your hamstrings here. So we're gonna go alternating legs, step with our heel and scoop, take a step, the other leg. So I'll just show you guys from the side here without moving too much. Let's go for 5 each leg. Okay, so heel, strike, and scoop, come up, switch legs. One more each leg here, guys. 9 and 10. So now let's move into some knee hugs. So we're going to be alternating. We're going to grab our leg and pull it to our chest and feel a nice squeeze. Show you guys from the side here. Up and pull. We're going to go for 5 each leg here, guys. And once again, if you have a lot of movement space, you can be doing this walking around. I'll show you guys a few. So I got 2 more each leg here. Take a step and hug. Take a step, alternate side. We can keep going for 1 more each leg. And I'm getting a little too close to the camera. So 1, and here we go. So now we're going to be moving into some high knees for 30 seconds here, guys. We're going to start ramping up our heart rate. So try to drive that knee alternating up to your chest. And if you don't feel like, if you want to go a little slower, if you just want to focus on getting that range of motion going, the faster you can move here, the better, as we're getting our heart rate up and we're getting ready for a nice warm up or a nice workout, sorry. About 5 more seconds here, guys. 2, 1. And for our last exercise, we're going to be doing pretty similar, but we're going to be going more to for a jogging motion here. We're going to jog on the spot for about 30 seconds here, guys. If you have some open space, feel free to take a few quick laps and run around in a circle. But we're going to go for 30 seconds here, guys, starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. I'm going to move around in a circle here, then come back. We got about 20 seconds left here, guys. You can start ramping up the pace a little bit if you'd like. About 5 more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Make sure you grab some water here, guys. So what we're going to be going through today, like I said, is 3 circuits of 3 exercises each. And each circuit, we're going to be focusing on a different type of muscle contraction. So for the first one, we're going to be looking at isometric contractions, which are contraction without any movement. So we're going to be going through 3 different ones, but our first one, we're just going to be focusing on some contractions without moving our joint angles. So the 3 exercises that we're going to be doing first are, I'm going to be moving the camera over here because we need to utilize the wall. I'm going to get this chair out of the way. The first exercise we're going to be doing is a wall sit. So I'm going to go through them first here, guys, as a quick demonstration. We're going to go through our first set of our circuit a little slower. I'm going to be doing lots of talking and explaining it for you, and then we'll ramp it up for our last 2. So our first one with the wall sit, this is going to be working our quadricep muscles, or the front of our legs. And what we're going to be doing here is we're going to start off with our back against the wall with our feet. Let me bring the camera down just a little bit. All right. So I'm going to be starting off with my back against the wall, my feet out maybe about a foot in front of the wall, 1.5 feet. And I'm going to be gliding myself down the wall until I feel a nice tight contraction. The closer I bring my butt towards the ground to a 90 degree is when it's going to get the most difficult. But And the farther up, it's gonna be a little easier on you. So you can judge how difficult you want to make it for yourself. We're gonna be holding that for 30 seconds, guys. So that's our first exercise of the circuit. So as you can see there then, isometric because we're not moving. We're just contracting in a stationary or static position. Then our next exercise, we're gonna be doing a back row. So that's gonna be targeting our posterior part of our body, so our back muscles. And what we're gonna be doing here is we're gonna be moving our body through that range of motion, but we're gonna be squeezing or isometrically holding it at the top for 3 seconds. So what we're gonna be doing is, if you've seen a back row before, I'm gonna hinge on my hips, drag this down, and I'm gonna be pulling towards myself. But at the top here, I'm gonna be holding for 3 seconds before I bring it down. So starting from the bottom, we're gonna go up, hold for 1, 2, 3, and then come down, up, hold for 1, 2, 3, down, and so forth. We're gonna be doing that for 30 seconds as well, guys. And then our last workout or exercise of this circuit is gonna be an isometric chest squeeze. So what we're gonna be doing is, you can be doing this in the standing or seated position, but you're gonna be starting off with your hands out in front of you. And we're just gonna be trying to squeeze our chest, our pec muscles together. We're gonna be doing that for 5-second holds. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds, which would get us to 6 reps. So we're gonna be hands out in front of us and squeeze our hands together, and you're gonna feel a nice pump in your chest. So what we're gonna be doing then is, like I said, we're gonna go through this 3 times, 30 seconds per exercise. I'm gonna start us off. I'll get the timer out. And if you guys need some water, now's your time. But we'll take a quick drink. And then we're gonna get going on the wall sit. So if you guys get ready, find a wall here and see what's comfortable for you. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. If you want to make this harder, if you feel like you're pretty good at these isometric contractions, you could put a case of water or a textbook, or if you have some plates or anything, like gym plates, you can put those on your legs to add more resistance. But these are pretty tough here. Let's make sure you keep your back against the wall, your chest out. And we have about 5 more seconds here, guys. If it's getting too hard, you can always stand up a little bit to make it easier. 3, 2, 1, and good job, guys. So there's the first exercise out of the way. Now we're gonna be getting into our back rows here. So grabbing our resistance, whether you have detergent bottles, a backpack, I got a case of water here, but I'm gonna be with the weight out in front of me, bend at the hips. And for 30 seconds here, I'm gonna be bringing the weight up to my chest, holding for 3 seconds and down. So I'm gonna count us down here in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Up, 1, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Good job, guys. We've got about 15 more seconds here. If you find that the weight's a little too light for you, you can always be trying to really hold it for a little longer, or just really try to squeeze as hard as you can at the top here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job, guys. So now our final exercise, we're gonna be doing an isometric a chest squeeze. So with our hands out in front of us, I'm gonna be holding for 5-second counts. We're gonna do that 6 times, and we're gonna get 6 reps of isometric squeezing here. So starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Relax. Three more reps here, guys. Make sure we're holding for 5 seconds. One more, guys. And relax. All right, so that is our first circuit. We're gonna be going through that 2 more times. So let's just take a quick water break, and then we'll get right back into it. Make sure we stay breathing here, guys. And just as a reminder, if you're unable to follow along right now, just remember that these workouts they're live right now, but they're also recorded for your viewing on YouTube, on Facebook, and our website, upandmoving.org. So if you have to run or you're unable to stay up at the same pace, then just remember you can always go back and check these out, or if you want to try it again. So that being said, let's get ready for our start of our second set here, guys. With our wall sit, we're going to be starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Should feel nice burn in your quads here, guys. Ten seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So now moving into our back rows once again. Gonna grab my handy dandy case of water here. Bend over at the hips and hold for 3 seconds at the top. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, 5 more seconds here, guys. Try to get one more rep in. And relax. So now moving in to our chest squeezes here. So you can do these seated, kneeling, standing, whatever you guys prefer. But we're going to try for 6 reps for some 5-second squeezes here, starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So hands out in front and really focus on squeezing our chest muscles together. Relax. Three more. And one more here, guys. All right, so that concludes our second set of the circuit. Grab some water here once again. Then we're going to be getting into our third set of the circuit. All right, so if you guys have had enough water here, then we'll get moving into our third set. We'll start in about 5 seconds here, guys. So now you can probably get a gauge on it, how you're doing with these wall sits. If you want to go deeper down towards a 90-degree angle, the tougher it'll get. And the more close to standing up you get, it'll be a little bit easier. So let's start in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 30 seconds here, guys. Make sure we keep breathing. Ten more seconds, guys. Now we're done with wall sits. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So now getting into our back rows. We're gonna be holding for 3 seconds at the top once again. So starting in 3, 2, 1, and make sure we're trying to pull our elbows toward our hips here, guys. You get a nice contraction posteriorly here. 1, 2, 3. About 10 more seconds here, guys. Try to get 2 or 3 more reps. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So last part of the exercise here is the chest squeezes once again. So come out with our hands in front of us and let's get 6 reps of 5-second isometric holds. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. All right, we're halfway there, guys. Get 3 more in. And 1 more here, guys. Let's hold for 5 more seconds. Let's squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So good job, everyone. We're done with, we're completed with our isometric holds now. So grab some water and relax for a minute or 2 here. What we're going to be getting into now is the concentric contraction, which is our the one we're most familiar with. We do this all the time. It's just a fancy word for our normal muscle contraction, where we're trying to accelerate and explode through our movement. We're going to be doing 3 exercises. We're going to be doing them for 30 seconds each, and then we'll be moving on to the next one. So this is a sort of we're not doing a set rep count or anything. We're just going to be trying to get as many reps as you can in 30 seconds. You can work at your own limit or in your own abilities here, guys. So we're going to be doing some lunges first, followed by tricep extensions. So we're working on some arm muscles as well as a shoulder press. So I'm going to be, just as last circuit, I'm going to be going through here and explaining it first, and then we'll move on. So our first one I can move my camera back to the middle here, because we don't need a wall anymore. For our lunges, this is a single leg exercise. I have my backpack with a few books here for some resistance that I can just have on my back. Also, if you have weights or any sort of can or detergent that you can hold at your sides is great, but I have an option here for you guys. And what we're going to be doing for a lunge, bring the camera down just a little bit here, is we're going to be stepping out, have a nice space between our legs here, and we're going to be coming down and letting our knee come pretty close to the ground here, as you can see. And I'm just sitting back, and you're going to feel a nice squeeze or some nice tension in our front leg here. So I'll show you guys once again. Come down here from the front. And we're going to be doing that for 30 seconds per leg before we move on to the next exercise here, guys. So then our next, like I said, with our tricep extensions, that is, or a kickback, you could say, I'm going to be doing it single arm. If you have the same resistance in each arm, you can do them at the same time. But all I'm going to be doing is bent over, and I'm going to be straightening my arm parallel with my back. So I'm going to be squeezing at the top, and this is the most contraction you'll see right here. We're going to be accelerating through, squeezing, and bringing it back. So we're going to be doing that for 30 seconds per arm. And then our last exercise is a shoulder press. So what we're going to be doing here is, I have my weights in front of me, myself here. You can hold a backpack, or if you have resistance on each side, I'm going to be doing a 2-arm shoulder press. I'm going to be hoisting it above my head, just like this, for 30 seconds. So that is our second circuit here, guys. And if we're ready, grab some water, quick hydration stop here, and then we'll get going. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So I get my backpack here for lunges, and we're gonna go for 30 seconds per leg here, guys. So down, try to get as many reps as possible here. Got about 5 more seconds, and then we're going to switch over to our other leg. 2, 1, and switch. So the one you're working is the leg that is in front of you. We're going to be sitting back, lunging for 30 seconds here, guys. If you have a wide open space, I'm doing them stationary here, but if you can keep going down a line, that's great too. About 5 more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now getting into our tricep extensions. If you have one set, like I said, you can do it both arms at a time, but I'm going to do it single arm here. We're going to be doing this for 15 seconds per arm here. So holding back. About 5 more seconds, guys, and then we're going to switch arms. Feel that squeeze right at the top. 3, 2, 1, and switch up. If you're doing them both at the same time, then you can keep going for 30 seconds, but 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now for third part of our circuit with a shoulder press. So I got my weight out in front of me and I'm going to be hoisting over my head for 30 seconds here, guys. So starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. This can be also called a military press if you're completely taking your lower body out of it. Got about 10 more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So that is circuit number 2. Now you know your abilities. If you need to add some more weight, go a little bit easier. For the lunges, I have some resistance on my back. To make it tougher, I could also hold some weights at my side on top of that, or you can just do it body weight. But with the best thing about having a time, if we're doing reps for time, it's at your own pace here, guys. So as many as you can get in 30 seconds, then that's great. So grab some water here. We're gonna get going here once again. Starting our second set here. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So legs out, wide stance, and we're gonna be sitting back. If you feel like you're losing balance a little bit, you could be going close to a wall. So you could be adding for some support, or you could have a chair to your side. Got about 5 more seconds here, guys, and we're gonna switch legs. And switch up. So once again, the leg we're working is the one in front of us, and we're gonna be sitting back for 30 seconds here. More than halfway there, guys. We got about 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change up. Now getting into our kickbacks once again. I got my textbook and we're gonna squeeze at the top here. See, as I'm getting my arm here neutral to my spine, trying to feel real nice squeeze at the top. Got about 5 more seconds here before we switch arms. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Five more seconds here, guys. Then we're moving in to our shoulder press. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Now we'll get our shoulder press here. Go for 30 seconds, starting right now. Got about 10 more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job, everyone. We're through 2 sets here. We got one more. Grab some water. And to keep our heart rate and our blood flowing, we're gonna get right into our final set here, guys. So grab that backpack again. We're gonna be going for 30 seconds per leg again on the lunges. Then we're moving into our triceps and then our shoulders. So starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Last set here, guys. Finish strong on the concentric contractions here. We're halfway there. 5 more seconds, guys, and then we're switching legs. And switch it up. Ten more seconds here, guys. We got it. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now getting into straight into the tricep kickbacks or extensions here. 15 seconds per arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. About 5 more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1. Now into the shoulder press once more. Oh, 10 more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job, guys. We are through with the concentric contractions. We're through circuit 2, and we got one more circuit as a little bit of our finisher. We're gonna be doing this we're gonna be doing 2 sets, and we're gonna be going for 10 reps per exercise. And what we're going to be doing now is focusing on eccentric contractions, which is, as we just focused on accelerating, we're going to be working on the decelerating or lengthening of the muscle. These are also called negatives. So for example, our first exercise is going to be a push-up. And while there's 2 components of our contraction, we're going to be focusing on negatives. When we're moving down, we're going to be going really slow for 3 seconds and then up. 1, 2, 3, up. So the part of the muscle contraction where we're lengthening and going really slow, we're going to be taking our time, going for 3 seconds and trying to get 10 reps there. If that's too difficult for you, a way to make it easier would be to do it from your knees, or you could do it on the incline, on a table, or even on a wall. So that is the first exercise. Then we're going to be moving into some bicep curls with a 3-second negative, once again, on the way down. So like I said, on the way up, your curl, and then down for 3 seconds. And then on our way up, we're going to be doing 10 reps per arm that way. And our last portion for a little bit of core is a sit up. So we're going to be doing for 10 reps. We're going to go up. And then 1, 2, 3. Try to go as slow as possible on the way down. If I have you guys going for 3 seconds here, if that's too difficult for you, just focusing on the exercise itself is great. Or if you can only try to hold for 1 or 2 seconds, that is great as well. So we're going to get into it here with our push-ups. First set of 2, starting in 3, 2, 1. And here we go, guys. Let's go for 10 reps with some 3-second negatives. There's 10. Now moving into biceps. If you want to do 2 arms at a time, that's great too. I guess I can show you that way. So coming up for 10 reps and on our way down, as we're lengthening and lowering the resistance, we want to be taking our time for 3 seconds. So on our way up, and 1, 2, 3, up. Go for 10 reps here, guys. I'm halfway there. Two more. And lower it. Now we got our sit-ups. Have our legs bent in front of us. Sit back and bring ourselves up. And then try to lower ourselves nice and slow. 3 seconds and down. Three more here, guys. And our last one. And relax. Good job. That is the first round of our circuit. And we got one more here to finish, guys. When we're talking about the sit-ups, a way to make that easier would be if you can find something with a table or a chair where you can put your feet and your toes under to allow some extra effort to keep your feet on the ground. Makes it a lot easier. So knowing your boundaries here, we can finish up for our last one here, guys. So grab some water, and here we go for our last set here. We're gonna do some push-ups, some bicep work, and then our sit-ups. And here we go. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Right. Good job, guys. Now moving on to our bicep curls with our 3-second negatives. Pulling up and bringing it down for 3 seconds. 2. All right, now our final finisher here, guys, with our sit-ups. Let's get going for 10 sit-ups with a nice negative on the way down. So starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's finish strong here, guys. Coming up, and then try to hold that for a few seconds on our way down. Three more here, guys. And one more rep. And we are completed. So that concludes our full body strength workout for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure that you check us out on upandmoving.org, on YouTube, on Facebook, where all our workouts are archived. And we hope to see you this coming Wednesday at 12 and 12:30 for our lunchtime stretch, as well as agility on Thursdays and our surprise workouts on Saturday. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day, and we'll see you next time.